guys, if I told you tonight that the Spurs had 30 assists and 8 turnovers, you'd probably say not only did they win, but they won going away. Go figure.
Yeah, it's a crazy night when you look at the stat sheet. And you guys pointed out that both teams had 4 double-figure scores off the bench. The Spurs bench outscored theirs by 1, 59-58. Both teams only had 2 starters in double figures. And then some people just pick up this stat sheet and go, Dwayne Wade, well, 5 of 13. Oh, he was a -9.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
Had 3 or 4 huge plays that helped decide this game. And what a way for him to go out in his final appearance in San Antonio.
Yeah, he was sensational. And not only during the game, but how about after when he stayed and signed a bunch of autographs for the fans and several hundred people waiting to see him. But you're exactly right about what you said. The plus-minus would suggest that the Heat were 9 points better with him off the floor. But meanwhile, the half-court shot, that play there, the lefty off the glass, the steal on DeMar DeRozan coming down the floor, he made game-winning plays. There's no, the stat sheet, that's where the stat lies, because without him on the floor, there's no question in my mind our guys pull this one out.
Well, and one other point before we look ahead, and I look at him out there, and no, he's not the player that he used to be, but he's having a great year. I think of Manu Ginobili last year. How many times just his presence on the floor helped lead the Spurs to victory?
Yeah.
And when people are wondering why it took this team a while to get it together, without a Manu Ginobili, without a Tony Parker, even though they have a couple of all-stars and talented people, you miss so much when one of those guys leaves your organization.
You miss, like you said, the presence alone of Manu Ginobili. And I said it several times throughout his career, especially late when he didn't play and we would drop games. If you just have Manu there and he plays for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, he lifts the entire ball club. And then when he's on the bench, he's a leader out there. And the coaches have another coach, who's coaching from the sideline, and you feel like, hey, I can't let my teammates down. Manu's cheering me on. I can't let him down as well.
Well, and he'll be here for the next game. Unfortunately, not in uniform, but for the jersey retirement. Before that, Spurs 3 big road games, and it won't be easy. We mentioned a moment ago the Rockets lost in overtime at Memphis tonight. They'll host the Spurs on Friday night. All of these games on Fox Sports Southwest. Then Boston, that is a hard team to figure. And then the Hornets, who are still trying to fight their way into that playoff picture.
Well, the Rockets game, you always throw out the record because it's always going to be a hard-fought one. Boston has as much talent as anybody. I mean, they're loaded, especially at that small forward, off-guard position. They have talent for days. Kyrie Irving is also a tremendous talent as well. So you just can't figure them out. Hopefully our guys are ready to play because they're playing at home, which is always, Boston's always a tough place to play. And, of course, Charlotte. Let's see exactly where they're at when we see them next Tuesday, I believe.
Right.
Are they still going to be in the playoff hunt, or are they going to be shutting guys down and starting to rest? Because if they're not, well, then there's Kemba Walker, and he's been a monster all year long.
Yeah, he can get hot in a moment. By the way, I'm also told that James Harden had 57 in that overtime loss tonight by the Rockets. So we'll catch you from Houston on Friday night, fellas. Back to you.
All